You thought I was locked up, didn't you? Oh, okay. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Thursday. A foggy Thursday. Yeah, man. I'm kind of beat today, but what can you do? It's work time. Time to get in there, earn make some money, and not living on the public dole. Okay. Oh, vape. Oh yeah, but yeah. Last night, I'm now seeing videos and videos and videos popping up all over my feed now. Rumors of the upcoming series. Oh, yeah, God, what do you call it's coming in for Christmas? Christmas leaks. And I'm like, you have got to be shitting me. I'm like, guys, oh no, I swore within so many minutes of the beginning of the live cast. My video will be admonished. Next, I'll say words, dirty words like murder, suicide, rape. You can't do that on YouTube anymore. You have to come up with stupid expressions like self deletion, grape. Oh, God. Sorry, it's just YouTube and its algorithms are going to be single handedly responsible for the murder of the English language. Because idiots are going to start talking like this in real life. Oh, wait, they already do. Oh, well. I know, it's getting nuts. It's like, guys, as far as we know, RTD hasn't even turned in a goddamn script yet. So how could there be leaks? I saw this one where the guy put a picture of Matt Smith and Sylvester McCoy on the front, on the label, on the thumbnail. And I'm like, guys, misleading thumbnails are all over the place now. Like, they've had these things alluding to the fact that some women are being, shall we say, open in their sexuality. Like, she did it with the whole cast, and it's like, and of course it's an AI generated piece of slop. Then, it's usually something stupid like, she either joked around or what. I've seen these all over the place. And it's the same thing with the lies, rumors, videos, the leaks. There are no leaks. There's no filming going on. There hasn't even been a read through that we know of. Okay, for any script. And meanwhile, this thing is supposed to be out this Christmas. All I've seen, up till a certain point about a month or so ago was RTD running around on his what you call it, midlife crisis tour with some young dude. And it's like, hey, more power to you. You only live so long. If this person makes you happy, I ain't gonna say it. I'll get in trouble then. Okay. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, Nerd Den's one of them. Thari's another one. I saw another one who was one of the Nodax going on and on. Of course, he had to start his video about how bad the show was during the Whitaker era and blah blah blah, which only led to the RTD disaster. And of course, I'm like, guys, you can't blame any of this on Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall because they were long gone before RTD destroyed all the finales. It was like, ugh, that's why I'm very nervous as to why they even let him write a Christmas special. His finales blew it. They literally shot chunks, projectile vomiting. We're talking you could have fed your kid a bowl of alphabet soup and let him shit a better script than what came out for Omega and, of course, the Ronnie and, of course, Sutek. I'd have rather had somebody who never heard of him written about it compared to what he did. He's got no excuse. But also, I think it might have been part of his little Billy Piper trap. Come on, Billy Piper is not going to sign up to be the doctor. Right now she's doing Wednesday, she's doing all this, she's doing that. And in order to get Billy Piper onto a series, you're talking money. She's not going to do it cheap. This ain't like the good old days when they brought her over from the music industry. She has to prove herself, and get established. She's already established now. She's done, she's got quite a few things under her belt. So it's not going to be like, here, hey, Billy, how about we give you like 100 pounds or something? And no, it's not going to work that way. It's just gotten insane. You're right. All these dumbass leak videos, because That's what they do to attract attention in the off time. They lie, claiming that some top secret internet source, from Reddit, 4chan or something. And like I said, sometimes, once in a blue moon, something will come off, that is, almost true. But like I said, none of my people are talking. If this is going back to the BBC or Bad Wolf, what's right now? Bad Wolf's doing the last bit, I guess, and then they're out. It's like I said a long time ago. If RTD leaves, Bad Wolf's gone. Because there goes, Julie Gardner's going to walk and take her, toys home with her. Well, I've had a couple things. Like I said, I'm not 100% right either. Never have been. I've been lied to. I've fallen for shit. So, like I said, I'm not the high grand seer Nostradamus prophet of all things. But I occasionally get something right. But to sit here now and say you've got some kind of top secret information when not 1 inch of video has been filmed, as far as we know, no. Well, if there hasn't been a script handed in, it's probably a first draft. Okay. Oh, Prince Andrew was finally arrested. You mean a member of the royal family is going to be held accountable for something that they should be held accountable for is the knighting of Jimmy Savile. Ugh. Yeah, when did this happen? Because if it did, I missed it. Look at this. Ooh, there's a spot on Baldus. Maybe it's a crater. I don't know. Some kind of strange geological feature forming there. Okay. Okay, so I got to check. I'll get to see videos about that all day at work, all day today. About, Andrew finally being arrested. Of course, they're pushing him off into the distance because, come on, they kind of had to know it was coming. This guy was guiltier than a cat with his head stuck in the goldfish bowl and then tries to act like he's an astronaut or something. No, it just... Trust me, there's a lot of stuff going on in the upper echelons of power that you probably don't even want to know about. I'm not kidding. Epstein, tip of the iceberg. Because it's always been a given fact through history that he who has the gold makes the rules. And their rules are not the same as the ones they apply to you. And that's just going back to the dawn of time. Did that happen last week? Okay, like I said, I don't know. I really stay away from social media for the most part because it's just nothing more but dreary, depressing bullshit with people dragging up shit just to get a headline. And, oh. Okay, like I said, I'll probably skim for it, the news on that. Because, like I said, I'll be here for 8 hours. So I forget, like I said, I've been relying on YouTube a lot for documentaries and shit like that. But sadly, the quality of your average YouTube documentary has dropped through the floor. There's so much AI-generated slop running around out there now, it just makes me sick. And then none of it is ever proofread. And it's obvious it's never proofread. Ugh. Okay, like the other day, I was listening to so many interesting facts about Batman the series. Next thing you know, it's talking about the figure of the $6 million man. And I'm like, what the hell does the Mattel, I think it was Mattel who made it, the figure of the Bionic Man have to do with Batman? Then later on it said the unique theme, and then it starts talking about the theme of the $6 million man. And I'm like, what does the Bionic Man have to do with Batman? No, literally the AI had gotten its little brain cross-wired. And you'll find more and more and more of this crazy shit. But that's what I mean. It's sad, too, because there used to be some really good documentaries that were made by YouTube users. But now you just got to sort through AI-generated slop with computer-generated voices. And, like I said, I keep hearing about the Guthrie kidnapping. I'm sorry, but I hate to say it, but I think, like I said, if that lady's been off her medication for this long, this is just from what little I've glanced on it. I don't think it was a kidnapping. It was probably a kidnapping about as much as the John Benet Ramsey thing was going to be a kidnapping. Okay, and don't even get me started on that shit, because I think in my mind I've already figured out who did it and why it's been covered up so extensively. Yeah, I saw the Star Wars Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. It looks good, but like I said, we'll have to sit back and wait and see, when we actually get to watch it. Because trailers can be misleading, I know, it's just insane, this mad, mad world we live in. It's just crazy. But once again, let's get back to Doctor Who before we start really wandering off into weird territory. How can there be leaks, and all these, big ass, secret news when, like I said, RTD was on a bit of a travel binge there for a bit. The guy needed some time off. He had to limp away from the wreck that was... Oh, God, I feel mean for saying that, but I hate to agree with a lot of these guys, but it was true. He screwed the pooch. Big time. And like I said, I'm normally the guy who's out there trying to be optimistic. Look, I'm no shill. I get nothing from backing the show. I really don't. I don't get, like, slip him a $5, I kind of like, in a way, I'm kind of like this, happy this channel never really took off, because unlike a lot of these other guys, I can fly under the radar. I can say basically whatever the hell I want, and I don't have to worry about YouTube algorithm biting me in the ass. Yeah, it's going to be at least another month or two, I'd say, before we start seeing anything going on. I want to see an announcement that at least the script has been turned in before we start going on this mad binge. As far as I know, there hasn't even been any location scouting going on yet for the film, for the Christmas special. Then again, they may do it all in studio. We don't know. Okay, well, hang on, let's see. But like I said, it doesn't hurt to recommend, like, share, and subscribe. Oh, God, the other thing I can't stand, another thing about being kind of under the radar is I don't have people, I've only done it once where I've done a sponsorship, and that was for Amino. And one of the things I can't stand now on YouTube channels are these idiots trying to be the modern-day Paul Harvey and segue into a commercial thing. And it's like, guys, it's bad enough you've got, like, in like a 20-minute video, you've got like 4 or 5 YouTube ads, but then now you're going to sit here and kill like 3 or 4 minutes, sponsoring a product. Oh, you see, because when I watch at home, I don't have to worry about ads for certain reasons. But when I'm on the phone, yeah, I have to put up with that shit. Well, they've been saying Whithouse for a while, hadn't they? Whithouse, Pete Mateague, Whistler's mother. I'm like, it's just, ugh. Oh well. Maybe they'll bring up, they'll do a Cobra Commander like Serpentor thing. They'll go out and they'll hunt down the DNA traces of all the previous showrunners and combine them into one super mega showrunner. Oh, well, I got to get inside, folks. I just looked at the time. I'm over time. So please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your Thursday. We will see you all again tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Enjoy your days. Oh.